So for the last few weeks, they've been hanging my paintings at the Oceanside Library, and today I'm going to give them a little talk where I hope that I can change their minds about Native Americans in the 21st century, or even perhaps their view on Native American art in general, which is always exciting because these are people who may be doing Indian art for the first time at all. They didn't know Indians could do modern art. Some people actually still think of us as living and talking from a different time period, which is totally ignorant. I always feel anxiety a bit when I show up because I don't know the format. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I'm going to go. What if I'm at the wrong building? And then I get a little panicked when I think that way. Next thing you know, there's the door. I mean, it's the moment of triumph. Working with them at first, I was thinking maybe it was going to be run like a museum setting, real regimented, and it wasn't. Considering they don't do things like this, I thought they did very well. I mean, this is their first time bringing in Native American paintings. They usually, because they're a library, stick to an exhibit of artifacts, or a guy will do some reading from Indian diaries or an Indian poet. I'm thinking there are 15,000 seats. There's an auditorium built for me or something. Then I come in and I'm like, that's just it. I think they'll sit maybe 30. You couldn't have had more than 30 people in that room today. So that's a small room. Well, when you come into a room of people, you never know how it's going to go. You got to sum it up right there. And today I knew right off the bat when I saw these eclectic types all gathered in one room, it was going to have to be more casual. Start with a joke. Get everybody loosened up. And today I knew these people need a Q&A with a little bit of, hey, we're just hanging out. I was surprised that it was pretty balanced. I mean, you put that guy who was a Luiseño chairperson, a couple of his elders, mostly art, not native questions, so that's kind of cool. The rest were all like technique, and how about this, and how do you do this part? Did you do this by hand? Questions about the art, not Indian stuff, which was kind of cool because most of the time you get. I found a rib in the backyard. I was wondering, do you know if an Indian battle happened in my backyard? I don't even know where you live. They have an idea that you're going to know something about, like, spirits. All around anything Indian history. Like, Tecumseh. What was the name of the little village he came from in Michigan? To me, that shows me that they didn't even come for the art. They just come to ask a question about an Indian. It really doesn't fit the event or the setting. So when you get like paintings on the wall and you're talking art, and someone wants to talk about, should I burn sage in my barn because I think my horse is getting spooked by an Indian ghost? We walk over to the canvases and they're just overwhelmed by the imagery. The eggshells, the swirls, the bright colors, thousands of dots. I like that because I could tell, one, that they'd never seen anything like it before. So this is their first look at abstract art in the 21st century. Second thing I always like, if they genuinely like the paintings, they'll free associate on them right there. And today I got to see that. A lady was like, I see the peacock's head and all of his feathers going back. Don't you see it? There's no peacock there. I don't want people to be intimidated by art. I want them to be like the ones in the library right now, the spiritual battle. You know there's those people who see them. I can do that. And they probably could. And it might be as good, or if not better than mine, but I wouldn't feel like, oh my God, they've stolen it from me. They're doing something they didn't do before that's artistic. That's cool. You know, the best part of these things is when I get to walk them past the paintings that I've been talking about. Now that's been structured that way. You get them built up with it, and then when you bring them over, you really see their eyes come to life, and they really are going to get them or they're not going to get them. And you can't hide that emotion when you bring them over. So when I brought them over to the paintings today, I'm already looking to see the expressions about those people who are going to like the art, and who are going to be turned off by modern art. When I really think about it, sometimes when I'm painting, I'm like, I have to make sure people understand abstract art is still here. Now, they had gotten jolted into knowing Indian art in the 21st century without any help visually, and that's always exciting when